It started in December at the annual Winter Classic, where the Darien Blue Wave dominated the Greenwich Cardinals 5-3. Darien's first victory in the Classic since the event's inception 3 years prior. From there, the two Fairfield County Interscholastic Athletic Conference rivals took to the Ice House in Darien, where the Blue Wave picked up right where it left off.
Are we there? Yep.
Going up 2-0.
You okay? I'm fine. All right, good. I got you guys both
but
good.
This time, the Cardinals fought back. A goal in the second and another in the third pushed the game to overtime, where the Cards prevailed, stunning the home crowd with the improbable come-from-behind win. All that, however, is prelude. Tonight is the show, as these two powerhouses face off in the semifinals of the prized FCIAC tournament. Tonight, two come in, but only one will come out. It's March, and in the world of Connecticut high school hockey, that's the month where everyone plays for keeps.
Ladies and gentlemen, and from Greenwich, Connecticut, we are coming to you live from Dorothy Hamill. Some call it rink, some call it arena, but everybody calls it Cardinal Country, except for tonight. Because tonight, the Fairfield County Interscholastic Athletic Conference has deemed this a neutral venue, and neutral indeed it is. The house is packed, half with blue for the Darien Blue Wave, half with red for the Greenwich Cardinals. You can hear the mayhem behind me as the players' introductions start. And this, of course, is not a one-man job. And if there was a one-man job, I wouldn't be that man. So I brought with me two of the very best. Here they are, to my left, your right, you know this guy, the chocolate voice, the honey-throated, as smooth as barreled whiskey. We still don't know if that's a phrase. Chris Jonesy Jones, welcome aboard to the playoff hockey.
It is so exciting to be here. This place is on fire already.
It's incredible. And to my right, now this may confuse some of you because normally it's the big man with the big brain, but let me explain quickly what happened. Andrew Boyer, who's normally with us, he came to us and he said, guys, it's Greenwich, it's Darien. What if I step out of the booth and we get somebody from Darien who really knows that program to do color? A selfless act, Andrew Boyer, we love you, and he will be here for the knowledge bomb between the second and third period. But that brings us to the man who knows every droplet of water inside of the Blue Wave. This man, Andrew Bresnahan, welcome to the booth.
Thanks for having me, Rob. No pressure there whatsoever.
No pressure. And I've already failed because I told you, Jonesy, if we get people in the booth, I need them to be schlumpy and less handsome than me. And look what you did.
Well, that's...
Once again, I'm the ugliest man in the booth.
These are just the people I know, Rob.
I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. All right, I'm going to turn around now and hope that there's a shot that doesn't include the back of my head. So I'm going to wait here. And let me explain tonight. Oh, we're going to pause for the anthem. Well, the word electric is not an understatement, and before we get into it, let me just say that tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by the Darien Athletic Foundation in association with the Greenwich Athletic Foundation. On the ice, these two teams are like the penguin and the leopard seal, natural enemies, but off ice, two great organizations coming together to bring you this one. And a quick shout out to Damian Andrew, who does an unbelievable job. It's all students running the cameras, doing the whole thing. Jonesy, you're a 42-year-old senior, right?
That's right.
But they do a great job here. They broadcast about 130 games a year. It's a fabulous program. And if I had that when I was a kid, well, I'd be better at what I'm about to do tonight. Now let's get to it. To set the stage quickly, both of these teams were 10-1 inside the FCIAC. Also, New Canaan was 10-1. There was a three-way tie. They had a coin flip of sorts. Darien lost and had to play their way in tonight. So technically tonight is a home game for Greenwich, meaning they will get the last line change and such. And Jonesy, you talked to both coaches, two of the best. Tell me some of the strategy, what they're thinking about. How will this work?
Well, you know, both coaches are going to do the same thing they've been doing, what's been getting them there. Obviously, Darien got a tremendous defense, but really their offense, their first two lines are the powerhouse. Everything goes through the first two lines. Now, Greenwich, on the other hand, plays a little bit more of a balanced attack. They mix up their lines constantly. Their first three lines are constantly getting mixed up and moved around. Who's skating well and who's working together. And you know what? That's all I have to say. Goaltending's phenomenal, defense phenomenal, and that's going to be a key tonight for Greenwich.
All right, Andrew, I'm going to get to you to break down Darien in just a minute, but we are underway here at Dorothy Hamill. Massey plays it up ahead to Erickson, backhands it to Moore, who gets it in deep behind the Cardinal net. An electric crowd here at Hamill. Kovalev loses an edge. Early chance here for Darien. Centering pass goes through and all the way back down. I see, Andrew, that this is the top line for Darien. This is Erickson, Moore, and McDermott. These guys have a lot of goals. Am I correct?
They absolutely do. They're the bread and butter of the team right now. And one thing that I think Darien's got to do today that's important is get a little scoring from the second and third lines. This line is what I think Coach Rorak and Greenwich are going to try to shut down.
Yeah,
and they've got to get some scoring from second and third line.
The history here, of course, Darien beat Greenwich pretty handily in the Winter Classic. Went up 4-0 in the first two periods, ended 5-3, but not even as close as that sounds. And then in Darien, in the FCIAC game that mattered, Darien went up 2-0. Greenwich came back and scored 3 goals, the last one in overtime by Kovalev to win it. So we'll see how it gets started tonight. This is Bates, top of the circle, throws one behind the net, and we have a penalty up that I did not see. Greenwich on a power play right away, and the noise did not hear the
Johnson in the box, the defenseman Johnson.
Luke Johnson went, and the Cardinals will start out with an early power play, thrown all the way down by Massey. Zolan in net now for the Cardinals, and Ben Bates starts up. Head man to Colombo. Up to Kovalev. Off his stick, Massey will play it. Tries to get it out. Kovalev, nice play to keep in, work along the far boards. Zolan comes in, takes control. Cardinals try to set up, top of the circle, goes across to Bates. Throws one wide. Kovalev couldn't get a stick on it. This is Zolan, watched by Massey. Zolan in front, good chance there, but goes wide. Lau tries to get it out, but Danielson controls momentarily, and then the puck trickles on back into the Cardinal zone. A minute to go on the power play to Johnston. Colombo, good forecheck by Fiorita to tie him up and take some precious time off the clock. And a long high slap shot by Spengler. Puck behind the Cardinal net. Sharp doing some work there. Cataldo comes away with it. Cataldo banks it up ahead. Kovalev can't control, and the Blue Wave throws it back on down. 30 seconds left in the power play. Colombo winds it around, but Fiorita is there, who gets it back in deep, and Duffy will control. Leaves for Colombo. Puck to center. A little disorganized play now by the Cardinals. Good penalty kill by the Blue Wave. 18 seconds to go on it. Hutchins backhands it over to Lewis. Up to Shredders. Looks for Duffy. And Cataldo throws it back in, and that should just about do it for the power play. Lewis on the point. Good play by Moore to get it out. Cataldo back, being chased by two Blue Wave. McDermott makes a nice play there to keep it in for the Blue Wave, and McDermott now controls. Centering pass broken up by Lewis. throws up to Shredders, but too far, goes to the point, whacked back in, and this is Moore controlling for the Blue Wave. Centering pass goes through, past Erickson, and Hutchinson will take back the other way for the Cardinals. He's in across the red line, dumps, and the Cards go for a change.
You know, going back to the power play, the Cards have been really hit and miss on their power play this year. Sometimes it's clicking, sometimes it's not. The first part of that power play, maybe the first 30 seconds, 45 seconds, looked really tight. And then Darien put on the pressure, and Greenwich really couldn't get it going after that.
This is Colombo. Danielson kicks it to center. Taken back now by Leon. In across the line. Colombo closes things down, but Leon does get it deep. This is Dyer and Colombo. Dyer comes up with it. Crowd likes that, but Colombo stays with it to the point to Massey. Throws one on. Matthews sticks it aside. Doesn't get on net. Along the far boards, a high-paced, fast-action game. You can feel the crowd here on the ice. This is Dyer now. Good play by Connerty to throw the body. Back to the point to Spengler. Throws one behind the net. This is Lau working with Colombo. Conway steps in. Danielson, Conway has it, comes out in front. Spin shot, doesn't get there. Conway now plays back to the point to Johnston. And puck just off sides, and our first real break in the action in a while. I need some water, I need some coffee, I need a hospital, something.
Yeah, I'm sensing a little bit of jitters on everybody's part so far. There's some errant passes. Everybody's just starting to get a feel for each other. They'll get it down, though.
Yeah, the atmosphere in here is absolutely a playoff atmosphere.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids are excited, the parents are nervous. Gotta love it.
Well, it's for all the marbles tonight. Cardinals control. This is Bates. Good forecheck by Garabet. Cataldo throws it to center. Lancaster's there. Clears the red line, but broken up by John Cataldo. In across the line. Backhands it ahead. Taken back by Fiorita. Banks it up too far for Sharp. This might go for an icing, and it does, as Sharp could not quite handle the Fiorita pass, and the puck will come all the way down. 10:43 to go.
You know, the game, I think it's critical, as, you know, it's the old cliche, you got to win those 50-50 pucks. You got to be the first guy there. You got to, you know, both teams have to play physical, both not overly imposing teams, but, you know, Darien can play very physical, very aggressive, and in a good way, that is. And Greenwich needs to match that tempo.
This is Sam Erickson, always a threat. Good play by Colombo, but Leon ends up with it, throws it behind the net. Good pressure here by Darien. Danielson tries to get it around, can't. Kept in by Bennett now in the corner, out of Moore. Goes back to the point to Spengler. Tangle of bodies fight for it there. Matthews tries to get it out. Kept in nicely by by Moore to Colombo. Cross ice played by Kovalev, another dangerous player. Matthews gets it in deep. And Spengler controls for the Blue Wave, winds it around. Too far for Erickson. Colombo throws one through a crowd. Shot, big save, literally, by Chris Schofield with that quick glove. Good opportunity, fantastic save by the goaltender.
Rob, point blank.
That was quite the glove there. That was pretty good. That was pretty good save.
Indeed.
Very confident sophomore in the nets for the Darien Blue Wave. He's been doing it all year long. Puck back to the point now to Bates. Throws one on, dangerous. Shredders, oh, Hutchins takes a whack at it, but fans. Puck ends up back at center, and Bates is there. To Connerty, banks it ahead to Hutchins. Hutchins looks for Zolan, but Massey controls for the Blue Wave. Banks to center, Connerty bats it back in on the backhand, and Massey will regroup. To Conway along the far boards to Lau. Head man too far for Dyer. Dyer gets it now. Big move here. Dyer comes in a little too far. Centering pass. Thrown aside by a back-checking Zolan.
Yeah, great play by Wesley there to be right on the spot for the rebound. Get that out of the zone. That's going to be critical for the Cards tonight.
Danny Lau spins up, gets it to Sharp. Tries to throw it in, but it hits Conway, and now Sharp does get it in deep, and Connerty is back to control for the Cardinals. Lancaster at center. Throws one down. Garabet centering pass. Fiorita on the tricky backhand, but Zolan is there.
Another beauty by Zolan.
Cronengold banks it ahead, and that will go as an icing. Big play by Fiorita, and we've seen him be sneaky. I've seen some Some sneaky stuff by Fiorita, very cagey player offensively in front of the net. I saw a wraparound goal he had against Fairfield Prep, just a real nose for the net.
Yeah, he does. He's I think Matt's he's actually a junior. I thought he was a senior. Matt's a junior. He's going to be around for a while. He's a strong player for these guys. It shows the depth of the team.
And I have to say, the forecheck for Darien is...
Shot Erickson, big save by Zolan. McDermott sends it back. Now Danielson tries to flick it out, does get it out. Glove down by Lancaster, who goes cross ice to Stein, who throws it right back in. Some good chances by the Blue Wave early. Bank to center. Matthews throws it in deep. Kovalev will get there first. Leon plays him. Now Moore and Matthews battle behind the net. McDermott tries to clear it. Now McDermott comes away with it. Always dangerous. Crosses the red line. Great pass across to Moore. A little toe drag. Shot. Big save again by Zolan. Fantastic toe drag there by Moore. Got a good shot, but a better save by Zolan.
Great
Up
example.
and down action.
Great example how dangerous that first line is. Yeah. Never a dull moment. You got to keep your head on a swivel when they're out there.
Kovalev now working behind the net. Lau comes in to break that up, and Dyer flicks it up ahead to Erickson. To center. Lofts one ahead. Darien goes for a change, but I think he did not clear the red line, and that'll go back for an icing.
That is right.
You know, one thing I've been noticing early is that when Greenwich has the puck in the Darien zone, the defensemen are backing up. They're not pinching at all yet, so they're showing a lot of respect for the Darien speed.
Yep. There's a very speedy team in Greenwich. I think between Shredders and Hutchins, you got two of the fastest guys in the FCIAC for sure, if not the state.
This is Dyer, tries to bank it out, cannot. Kept in. This is Zolan into the corner now. Back to the point to Lewis. Throws it on. Just wide. Zolan tried to get a stick on it, didn't. Bates keeps it in. And Lau banks it ahead. That should go as another icing, and it will. 6:55 to go, first period. It's an exciting night of hockey in the FCIAC semifinal game. And meanwhile, across a couple of towns away, in I guess at the Darien Ice House, right, is where they'd be playing.
I think that's where the other is.
Yes, that is correct.
New Canaan taking on Ridgefield, and the winner of that one will play the winner of this one. Connerty throws one through a crowd. Mayers to Malazzo. Puck behind the net. Centering pass, shot! Cataldo had a chance there, but a tremendously cat-like save by Chris Schofield there through a crowd. Fantastic goaltending early on both sides of the ice.
No question.
Well, these two sophomores are coming up big early on here.
That's the one thing about Schofield. He got some time last year, enough to make a difference, and we gave him some seasoning with Byfield having such a great year. And Zolan had some time last year as well. So both these goalies they're young and seasoned.
McDermott banks it ahead to Erickson. That also will go as an icing, as Erickson can't quite get a stick on it. A nice pass, worth a try there, but just a little bit too far and out of the reach of Sam Erickson.
And a bit of interesting on the Greenwich side with their goaltending. We've seen it all season. They've been going strictly one after another. Zolan and Nash, it's consistent all season long. Started with Nash, and then went to Zolan, and they're keeping it that way here in the playoffs.
And Bates waffles one wide. Lancaster banks it ahead, comes to center, and Colombo is back for it for the Cardinals.
And that combination has been incredible for the Cardinals this year, too.
Erickson on the pickoff, shot Zolan got a paddle on it, goes up to the netting, and we got some early action here between McDermott and Danielson.
Danielson's going to find his way to the box there, I think.
Danielson
no doubt
took
about
a
it.
shot from McDermott after the whistle, and then Danielson threw a puck at McDermott, and I think, as often happens, the last guy gets the penalty.
Yeah.
Last infraction caught.
They were tangling a bit there.
Is there a signal for throwing a puck at another player? What's the referee's signal for that? I've never really seen that before. Nonetheless,
that was an FCIAC first, I think.
An FCIAC first. Nonetheless, we will have a power play now. The first one for the Blue Wave. They, of course, come out here with...
I was wondering if he might get a double on that one for unsportsmanlike, maybe even a fiver, but it just looks like two.
This is Erickson from the off wing.
Just 2 for unsportsmanlike, so minor unsportsmanlike contact call.
Puck
honestly, you're right, Jonesy. A little lucky there.
Yeah, I think surprised. Got to keep your head. That has hurt Greenwich many times this season.
Johnston up ahead to Fiorita, watched by Colombo. Centering pass gobbled up by Colombo nicely there. Tries to clear, skittles through Erickson, but Johnston puts it back in. This is Fiorita now. Now Erickson, played by Hutchins, comes to the point to Luke Johnston. Johnson has it, goes to the circle, centering pass pushed back out by Lewis. Erickson controls, Darien on the power play. Cross centering pass broken up by Lewis, who flicks it all the way down, and Shredders will actually get there first. Try to keep it in deep to take some more time off the power play. Still Shredders, good play here by Shredders, taking some time off the clock. Now on from the ground. And Zolan comes in to help. Some good forechecking here by the Cardinals. And Erickson will finally regroup, starts up. This is Fiorita, cross ice to Moore, in across the Greenwich line. He's watched by Bates, winds it around to McDermott. Cataldo is there. Puck goes past the blue line, and the Blue Wave will have to regroup. This is Stein, who slammed it back on in. Cataldo, jumble behind the net. Bates lost his stick, kicks it forward, but the Blue Wave control, that's Conway, gets it back to Massey, back to Conway. Zolan steps up, good play there, and Cataldo had a chance to get it out, but Lau stepped in. Now Conway centering past Dyer, but Bates got a stick on it. Now Massey throws one on, broken up in front. Massey pinches, throws it behind the net. Cataldo is there. Penalty is over, and a pretty good kill by the Cardinals. Now Matthews tries to get around Conway, but a good defensive play, and Conway will start back up. Flicks it up and into the over the boards, and we'll have a face-off upcoming.
That was a lot of really, really nice aggressive play for Greenwich, really taking advantage because Darien seemed to be moving the puck very well in the first.
Yeah, almost the same way you called it earlier, Jones. You know, just basically like the first 30 seconds of the power play had a shot, and then from there on, Greenwich did a nice job killing it.
They just got it. They just got in there and cleared it away. You got to. It's just so dangerous.
Milazzo throws the body. Good clean hard check there. Garabet plays across to Spengler. Fiorita kicks it down. This might go for an icing, might not. Well, waved off there, and now Fiorita ends up with it. Centering pass goes on net, and Zolan kicks it aside. Conrady banks it to center. Milazzo and Mayers lug it in. Spangler throws it back to center, and Colombo controls for the Cardinals, east-west to Conrady. And Spangler controls. Conrady whacks it up ahead, too far for Mayers, and Leon has it to Sharp. Banks it to Garabet. Gets it in deep, and Darien will go for a change. 3 minutes to go, up and down action, end to end here. An electric crowd here at Dorothy Hamill FCIAC semifinals. 10-1 teams, 2 of the best. This is Danielson, winds one wide. Now in front, Danielson, puck loose, shot goes wide again. A lot of net there, but Blue Wave coming back the other way. This is Moore, flicks it to himself, but Bates is there. Now Moore gets it deep. Cataldo is back behind the net. Throws to center. Massey and Matthews go for it. Puck goes deep, and Kovalev will take over for the Cardinals. Massey throws the body, big strong defenseman. Danielson throws the body. Good physical, clean play by both teams here. Erickson gets in and does, but Danielson is there. Bates flicks it down, puck in front, and finally ends up back on Massey's stick at center, and he'll throw it back behind the Cardinal net.
Darien getting a quick change there.
Colombo, nice spin move around Conway, now gets it up too far for Bates. Lau stepped up and got it back into Conway. Centering pass, shot, score, Dyer! It started at center ice, a big pinch by Danny Lau, got it in deep, and a centering pass to Teddy Dyer, and the Blue Wave are up 1-0.
That was great recognition by Conway in the corner. I don't know if we got to get a look at it. Lau did a good job getting it in there. Conway got it down in the corner and picked up Dyer right off the bat.
Great centering pass by James Conway.
There, we got a little better look at it there. Yeah, great centering pass, went in the upper corner, opposite way, Zolan's coming across the crease. Great hands there.
Teddy Dyer opens the scoring for the Blue Wave.
You know, and both teams are getting tremendous looks, or tremendous chances, I should say, but both defensive have been very tight tonight, so that's an important goal.
Here they come again. This is Conway, backhand to Dyer again. Shot saves Zolan. Shot again. Gobbled up by Zolan. Danny Lau had a chance up front on the rebound. Huge save by Charlie Zolan to keep this one from being 2-0 early. And what I've noticed, fellas, is that in all three of the matchups, Darien has gotten on the board first.
Absolutely.
Both in the Winter Classic and in the game during the season. And here now for the third time once again tonight.
Yeah, there's no quit. You know what they say about the most important goal after the first one? That would be the second one.
You're just being logical now.
Massey, puck is loose. Moore digs a little bit at it, and Danielson says, "Please don't dig at my goaltender."
In the kindest of tones.
"Dear sir, please don't put your wooden stick near my goaltender." And I believe Moore replied, "I understand you, good sir. Let's continue to play the sport of ice hockey." This is Massey now, gets it in deep. Erickson, Colombo takes the body, and Danielson takes the puck. But now Bennett, great play by Johnston to kick it down at the point to keep that one in, but now it trickles back to center. It's possible numbers here for Greenwich doesn't develop. Puck at the center now. Colombo drags it in. Moore tries to flip it out, but it ends up in the Darien Blue Wave bench. Colombo and Moore.
But just that little keeping at the blue line shows you what a talented player Johnston is. That was really a nice keeping. You mentioned it as you were doing the play-by-play. It was a great job of keeping there.
Yeah, McDermott fired it back to the point, kind of shin high, and
somehow he kept it in.
He just dropped it down with his skate. It was pretty impressive. Minute to go, first period, end-to-end action. Darien up 1-0 on a goal by Sam Dyer.
Teddy Dyer.
Teddy Dyer. Thank you. They were thinking of naming him Sam. That's why I got confused. That's how much I know about Darien hockey. Puck comes to center. This is Ben Bates. Banks it ahead. Garabit throws it back in. Fiorita is there. But a whistle.
I think it was delayed offsides there.
Looks like they're calling that an intentional offsides because they're bringing that one all the way back. 40.9 to go. Face off deep in the Blue Wave zone. Zolan and Lau on the draw. Zolan wins it. Shredders tries to throw it on. Massey is there. Winds it around. Colombo pinches. Waves it back in with the backhand. Zolan keeps in, but Massey is there and starts up. Banks it ahead to Dyer. Too far. That'll go as an icing. 25 seconds to go in the first period. A packed house here at Dorothy Hamill.
You know, getting that first goal is always critical, and they waited to the very last, couple minutes of the first to get it. Now Greenwich, nothing to be, nothing to get worried about right now. But in a game like this, with the goal scoring what it is,
will you be heading down for an interview? You will not be heading down for an interview.
Unfortunately, I won't be heading down for an interview.
All right, maybe between the second and third, perhaps?
That's what we're hoping for.
All right, that's too bad because our ratings show that the Jonesy interview and the knowledge bomb are the reason. As I've said, we have 600,000 viewers usually.
Yeah.
And research says that 400,000 tune in for you, 400,000 tune in for Boyer, and 200,000 turn it off because of me. That's how we end up at 600,000.
Is that how how it breaks down?
That's what the research said. Now,
right, those matrix are very specific, aren't they?
Bresnahan is a whole wild card. We don't know what that's going to do.
We don't know.
We don't know. 8 seconds to go, first period. Puck goes all the way down. This might be an icing. One last chance here with 3 on the clock. Does Rorak pull the goalie here with 3 seconds left?
Now, I think that would be strategically not smart. I am one of those kind of minds.
Oh, look what's happening here. He's pulling the goalie. Who knows hockey now, Jonesy? Up until Darien scores.
I like it.
3.2, the goalie is pulled.
Listen,
Puck in front.
that's a great aggressive play.
And it's not going to go in either direction, and that will do it for the end of the first period. Here from Dorothy Hamill. It's a great one. Packed house here at Dorothy Hamill. You can feel the electricity. Charlotte Marr on the camera. There's all students running this stuff here. It's unbelievable. Look at the professional Watch this. Ready, Charlotte? Stay with me, Charlotte. Charlotte, are you staying with me? Charlotte,
Charlotte, are you
Charlotte,
there?
are you moving the camera? Let's try that again. Charlotte, Charlotte, are you?
Charlotte, I think you have fooled Charlotte. You know why?
I think she's fooled me.
And her extensive career so far in high school.
Exactly.
She's never run into such a character as yourself.
Well, exactly. All right, we will be, we're going to take a quick break here. We're going to regroup. And we're going to come back for period 2. I have a special interview coming up between period 1 and 2. I'm very excited about this. And we will be right back here at Dorothy Hamill. Charlotte,
Charlotte, are you with me?
Charlotte,
stop doing your Algebra 2 homework.
Charlotte, can you stop texting? Charlotte, Charlotte?
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
Ice hockey. Exactly 5 things are required. Exactly 5 things. Pucks, you need sticks, you need skates, you need ice, and you need hockey moms. And that is not the actual order, because hockey moms are what it's all about, and I'm here with 2 of the very best. This is Colleen Colombo, mom of Greenwich captain Ryan Colombo, one of the best defensemen in the state of Connecticut. And over here is Allison McDermott, who is the mom of Bennett McDermott, thank you, number 22, one of the best offensive players in the state of Connecticut. So these 2, this is fantastic, because they're smiling at each other, but deep down, it's like your son's going to try to get past my son, and you know. Now let me start over here, Allison, with you. You've been doing this a long time. I know you're an athlete yourself. A game like this, which you can feel how exciting it is, who is more nervous, you or Bennett?
Oh, I think I am for sure.
At what point did you stop tying Bennett's skates?
Well, probably.
Please say this afternoon.
I didn't tie him tonight, thankfully.
Yeah.
But you know what? He learned the hard way from the coaches. I definitely stayed out of it for probably since maybe might travel A.
Wow,
he learned early.
That's impressive.
And to carry his bag.
Yeah, well, that's good. You want that.
Yeah.
You want that right away. Now, have your sons ever played together? Because I know that there's a lot of overlap in the off season between these teams. So they have.
Yes.
So you guys have been hockey moms together.
Yeah, they played on the midget team last year together, maybe for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
This past year, they did not play together because Greenwich formed their own team, sadly, because we really like the camaraderie with the Greenwich team.
Yeah, it's an interesting, and Colleen, do you think that adds a little bit to the rivalry, kind of like that brother on brother when you're playing against people you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a very friendly rivalry. When we like to watch them shake hands at the end, sometimes they hug, a little bump.
Yeah, it seemed very friendly when Thatcher Danielson threw a puck at a guy. It was a very friendly gesture, I thought. Now, Ryan, I've been watching Ryan, as you know, my son Charlie and Ryan played together at the Greenwich Skating Club. The difference, of course, is that Ryan is much better than my son. But I've watched Ryan kind of grow into this powerhouse defenseman. I mean, he's just such a presence out there. Have you seen his game kind of increase as it's gone? Because he was not always on the A teams, as I remember.
That's right.
That's why he played with my son.
That's right. He started out on the Squirt B team, and he really worked very hard to get up to the A team. That was his goal. He wanted to be on the A team, and he worked hard.
It's amazing, and he's really blossomed this season. Has a bunch of goals late. I've been watching that. He's and just you can see he wears the C,
Yes.
you know, and really kind of has that presence. And though I obviously don't know the Darien team quite as well, I have watched a bunch of tape, and I would say the same thing about your son. You can kind of feel when you're watching who's kind of calming him down, who's in control, and he's not a huge guy, but a very big presence on the ice. Has he always been an A player his whole career?
You know, he really has, despite his size. He just seems to have been able to get to that level every year. He did a big jump from Mite A to Squirt A one year, which we were very nervous about, but he rose to the occasion. You know, he can duck well. He doesn't tower over people as much as many other hockey players do. So, you know, he's been holding his own, so we're very proud of him.
Well, what I notice sometimes, what I've seen out here with the smaller players, they just have to be that much more skilled, right? They have to go around people, and no one goes around people like your son. I mean, he's just, you see that number 22 coming, and fear goes into the, you know, over here. It's just the fear, but not real. But Ryan, but same in reverse. When somebody's coming down on Ryan, you know, you feel pretty secure on the defensive end. They're both lovely players to watch, and they just seem like great kids. I know Ryan personally, and he is a tremendous kid. So that doesn't come from the dads. We know, right? We kind of know. I know your husband. He's a great guy, but this is the strength. And I met your husband briefly before the game, and I already can tell this is the strength. This is called sucking up to hockey moms, people. They teach you this at the Connecticut School of Broadcasting. Guys, congratulations for all the success from your sons. Do we have plans for next year yet? Has that settled yet, or no?
Bennett will be going to school at Santa Clara University in California.
Fantastic. And Ryan has a couple options at this point.
He does.
Not allowed to say. I understand. There may be people watching. We get 600,000 people watching the broadcast. I understand. We're going to keep that under wraps. I know. I'll tell you after she's gone. Allison, it's so nice to meet you. You're lovely, and your son is fantastic. Thanks for spending some time.
Thanks for broadcasting.
Thank you.
Colleen, great to see you as well. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back with the very exciting period of hockey, period 2, as Darien leads Greenwich 1-0 in this FCIAC boys semifinal powerhouse matchup from Dorothy Hamill.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation Board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
And we're back here at Darien, Darien Greenwich. Sorry, we're back here. It's so neutral now.
Darien is here.
Darien is definitely here. You can hear that loud and clear.
Absolutely.
1-0 after the first on a goal by not Sam Dyer.
Definitely Ted Dyer.
Teddy Dyer.
That'd be Teddy.
Teddy Dyer on an assist by Conway. I'm assuming Lau got the other one. He should have if he didn't, but I think he must have, right?
Yeah, he started the play. So.
Yeah, he started the play. So I'm going to say from non-officially. And Jonesy, did you get a score from the other game that's going on, New Canaan Ridgefield?
I hear it's currently 0-0 in the first. So hopefully we're going to keep getting those updates and keep everybody informed.
All right, the final, I believe, is Saturday here between those two, the winner of that game, the winner of this game.
That is correct.
Andrew, what do you see so far first period?
You know, I liked it. It was a very even first period, honestly. I thought both teams played real well. Both goalies made a couple of big saves. Other than that one blip right there with the 2 minutes left in the period, I thought it was a pretty even period overall.
Shots on goal, Jones?
Agreed. Shots on goal. I have 9 for Darien, 8 for Greenwich. So there you go.
That's the
pretty even situation.
Pretty even. All right, I'm going to pause here so we get a shot other than the back of my head and go back to the ice. I'm going to pause here. I'm slowly turning, and there we go. All right, we are getting ready to be underway here. Second period. 1-0 Blue Wave. Blue Wave comes out with their power line of Moore, McDermott and Erickson. Cardinals, Zolan, Hutchins, and Shredders. Massey and Johnston on the back line for Darien, and Colombo and Bates on the back line for the Cardinals. Puck in front goes through. Erickson will control, start up. Flicks to center, saucers one, but Colombo is there. Goes cross ice to Bates, broken up by McDermott, and Johnston pushes ahead. Now Moore puts on the brakes, centering pass looking for McDermott. Now Matthew banks it around. Moore is there, watched by Zolan. Zolan, good play, breaks that up, but kept in at the point by Johnston. hits Erickson from behind. A nice pass for Shredders, who plays it off the boards. He's in top of the circle. Centering pass for Hutchins. Good chance there, but Stein kicked it away. Puck hits the ref now, and Dyer, he's your goal scorer, comes back the other way for Darien. Broken up by Hutchins. Darien in an offsides position. Now back on side. Shredders backhands it. But Schofield has to play it as it was going on net. Would have gone for an icing. Now Danielson controls. Oh, he's dangerous. Backhand! Safe Schofield. And Lancaster will flick it back and into the Cardinal bench for a stoppage of play.
And I don't think, what was that? It was Thatcher Danielson. I don't think he got as much on that one as he wanted to there.
Very dangerous offensive player is Thatcher Danielson.
That is for sure. He missed a few games this year with a little injury, but was there for most of it, which is great.
Cataldo throws one into a crowd. Garabet starts Matthews. Fiorita, one touch to Sharp. Shot paddled down by Zolan. Banked up. Matthews tries to flick it past Spengler, but can't. Now Lewis plays it, but offsides as Darien regains possession, but had not cleared the zone. Packed house here at Dorothy Hamill. Two student sections going at it. And if the FCIAC wanted a neutral site, I think they got it tonight. This thing is split right down the middle.
Yeah, it sure is. I even wore one blue sock and one red sock.
I wore a purple tie, mixing the two together.
I know you did.
You guys are all about Switzerland over there.
Let's talk about, if we're going to talk about ties, eventually we're going to have to start talking about.
We will. Shoji brings it in, but Duffy was not quite past back over the blue line. So that'll go for an offsides. 13:04 to go. Yeah, the tie is simple, Andrew. In case you don't know this, for me it's simple. Big night, big knot. That's what I do. So on a big night like this, I will go not with the double or the triple, but the quadruple Windsor. It takes me about 4 hours to tie it. I started at 2 o'clock. Just barely made it to game time. Shredders flicks it in deep. Johnson winds it back to McDermott. Controls behind the blue wave net. A little danger has passed there. Goes over to Johnston, takes it back, watched by Lewis. Circles the Cardinal net. Plays it ahead to Stein, who's watched by Zolan. Comes out front now, save by the other Zolan. That's right, those are two brothers playing. One's a goalie and one's a forward. Now Shredders tries to get past Massey, but Johnston confidently banks it around. Hutchins hits it with his skate. Now Massey banks it up ahead for looking for more, but Lewis is there. He's had a terrific season for the Cardinals. Shredders in across the zone. Centering pass, shot, Hutchins! Score! I delayed for a second because I wasn't sure it was in, but Hutchins tucks it in under the pad. Fantastic pass by Jake Shredders. We've seen that combination all year long, and the Cardinals have tied it up with 12:06 to go in the second.
We had the, just talking about Thatcher, and there it is. He, even the ref, I think, had a moment to, I think it can't see it from here, but must have trickled in because I think he got him 5-0.
He did get him 5-0, absolutely. Yeah, it slowly got there.
Yeah, fantastic pass on that.
The ref didn't motion right away, so I didn't want to call it. Hutchins from Shredders makes this game 1-1. And Lancaster winds it back around. Kept in at the point by Connerty. Danielson throws it across from Matthews too far. Lancaster will bank it up ahead to Conway. He tries to bank it up, but Cataldo, I think it hit a Greenwich player on the bench. Cataldo stopped for a moment and said, hey, there's no whistle, so I'll backhand this one on.
Keep going.
We're not reffing this ourselves. So he threw one on and kept playing.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass there. That really was. It was from Shredders. That was just a beautiful look to get him there. He waited. He was so patient there to get the pass to him in front.
We've seen that 2-on-1 a lot this year. The Hutchins Shredders back and forth. They're very good together, those two.
And you have two guys that can just, like I said earlier, they just can absolutely fly. They have incredible skating ability and great stick handling Hutch has 21 points on the season, 13 goals, and 8 assists. So he's not familiar. He's very familiar with stuffing it into the net.
Bates back for it. Flicks it back to John Cataldo. Banks it to Milazzo. Too far. Puck to the point. Big booming shot by Spengler. He's got a bomb, but it goes wide. Leon back for it. Chased by Mayers. Good forecheck by Mayers. Now John Cataldo comes in. Mayers controls it, but Leon takes back and starts up. This is McDermott to Fiorita. In across the line. Loses an edge. Taken back by Lewis. Banks it up to Milazzo, who plays to center. Moore controls, banks it back in, and Zolan will leave behind for Lewis, who plays it over to Bates, and the Cardinals will start up. To Hutchins at center. That's your goal scorer for the Cardinals.
You know, and as this game's trickling on here, early in the second, you know, like Brez, like you said, this has been a very even game. It's not surprising we're sitting here 1-1.
Nope.
Both teams very talented. Both teams playing it pretty evenly.
This is Moore. Backhands it down deep to a cycling Erickson. Bates takes him with the body. Now puck goes back and Erickson has it. Watched by Bates. Good play by Bates. Stick checks it away and Hutchins takes control. Backhands it now to Bates, but too far. And Massey tries to quick pass to Bennett. Ends up on the stick of Moore. Centering pass to Bennett. Shot goes wide. And Wes Zolan clears it back to center. Stein throws it back in, but Darien will have to tag up.
And that's one thing I love about Wes Zolan, a 200-foot player. He's always where he needs to be as a center. He's in front of the crease. He's in front of our crease. He's in front of their crease. It's pretty incredible. He really does play the complete game, the 200-foot game. It's not surprising when he's clearing away rebounds.
Today's broadcast brought to you by the Darien Athletic Foundation. Students everywhere. The great Charlotte Marr on camera. We'll get to the rest of them on the next stoppage of play. This is Kovalev in across the line. Watched by Lancaster. Good back check by Dyer as well, but dangerously throws one on. Puck still loose, and Conway takes it back the other way to Dyer. Colombo slows him down for a moment and then takes the puck. Now Lau has it. Danielson battles for it, and Lau gets it in deep with the help of Conway, thrown across to Kovalev. One touch up to Danielson across the line. Stein plays him aside, tries to center. Lau is there. Loses his stick, kicks up ahead. And now gets it to center. Here comes Conway. Cataldo still. Cataldo takes him down. The crowd wanted a call, but the Zebras are not going for that.
And
I think
honestly,
they're letting them play.
If we get a replay up there, not that this is a huge deal, but I think he stepped on the puck actually.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah,
I didn't see it. That's possible.
It looked like it could have been a trip. His stick, his blade of his stick was down there, but I think he got a little bit of the puck and it went down.
Some of our other student helpers today: Braden Schenk, Jack Cunningham, Colin Adams, Owen Sheed, Ben Wychulis, the great Ben Wychulis.
That's a great name right there.
He's
That's a name for broadcasting right
I wish
there.
you were on the ice. I'm just going to start calling the guys Wychulis. Cronengold can't control, and Darien bangs it back, but Connerty will take now. Throws it around, and Sharp has it, look for Fiorita. Now Leon throws one in front. Garabet knocks it to the corner with his glove, now whips it around. Cronengold will try to get there, but Spangler steps in. Bates lost his stick, kicks it to the side. Spangler and Cronengold. Now Garabet, now a stickless Bates. Shot, and Zolan will hold on to kind of control a little bit of growing chaos in the Cardinal end.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think Greenwich really had some jump on their step after the goal. Now Darien's come out with a couple shifts here in the last few shifts and sort of even things back out again. We've got a pretty much a 50-50 game going again. Greenwich was really flying after that goal.
It's a great one here from Dorothy Hamill. FCIAC semifinals between two 10-1 teams. 1-1 in the second. This is Shredders now. Tries to center. Moore has it for the Blue Wave. Burst of speed around Hutchins. Lewis plays it back. Shredders throws it in. Massey is there. Backhands it back to Johnston, but Shredders, good hustle, gets it in deep. Erickson, now Massey. Now Hutchins has it, looking for Shredders in front. Good defensive play there by Johnston to go down and take the passing lane away. Lewis throws it back in, and Hutchins controls in deep for the Cardinals. Centering pass, McDermott's there, chips it to Erickson. Here comes the big line. Colombo, fantastic play. Rakes that up before it can get any momentum, and the puck goes back into the Blue Wave zone.
You know, we talk about that first line, how much production they create on the season. They scored 43 goals, had 41 assists combined.
Here they come again. McDermott and Colombo. I talked to their moms between periods. McDermott ends up with it behind the net, but Danielson comes in. McDermott loses an edge, and Danielson will come away with it. Gets by Moore. Shredders, good play to stay on sides there. Moore throwing the body. Massey and Matthews. Puck behind the net. And Johnson will start up. This is Erickson. Banks it ahead to Dwyer. Dyer, who gets past Connerty. Now Dyer controls, spins around. Great play by Connerty to stand him up and slow that down. But Blue Wave keeps it in deep. Danielson throws the body on Conway. Puck loose. Dyer comes in. Chips it to Conway behind the net. He's got Stein at the point, but takes it now back to Stein at the point. Throws it on, just wide. Matthews whacks it to center. Lancaster plays it up ahead momentarily. Now Danielson battles along the near boards. Dyer has it. Conway, good check by Colombo, gets the crowd going. Good clean check by Ryan Colombo. Kovalev intercepts from Stein, throws it up ahead to John Cataldo. Lancaster steps in on defense for the Blue Wave.
Good battle here.
Lau helps, Matthews helps, and Lancaster comes away with the puck for the Blue Wave and starts up. Head man to Sharp. This is Max Sharp and across the line. Connerty, good defensive play to slow that down. Kovalev banks it ahead and gets it out of the zone. Stein, long shot, would have been offsides. And Cataldo starts back the other way. Fiorita intercepts, banks it back in. Connerty is there. Winds it up to the point to Kovalev. Kept in by Sharp. Now Kovalev gets it back to Kovalev. Good defensive play there by Garabet. Throws one in. And Cataldo is back for it, chased by Sharp and Garabet. To his brother John, to center. Mayers throws it down, and Schofield will have to play it to the corner. Mayers centering pass, looking for Milazzo, and Moore is there, kept in by Wes Zolan. Leon tries to clear now. Wes Zolan has it, shot, save Schofield, puck in front! I think that might have gone in, but no. I saw the net jiggle, but that was for a stick.
Oh, wow, it's got it out.
Great hustle. Once again, Wes Zolan, talk about him, just a complete player. Not only dug the puck out along the boards, but then chipped it up to himself and made a great effort to try to get a goal at both ends of this ice. There's a lot of stuff going on in that crease.
So skittish about being late on the last call that I jumped that one a little bit. I saw the net move.
Exactly.
So I'm 0 for 2 now. The odds are with me, though. I'm going to get the next one perfectly. This is Johnston. Watched by Shredders. Banks it to Massey. Hutchins intercepts, looks for Zolan, but here comes Danny Lau. Lau gets by Lewis, takes it in deep, centering pass in front. Zolan is there, and he'll cover up.
Great pass by Lau.
Good burst of speed there by Danny Lau. He's got some wheels.
Yeah, that puck was loose there, really. That ref just lost it behind the net.
Yeah,
that puck was loose on the left pad, though.
It was on the pad, yeah.
Yeah, but it was out. It was open.
Bit of a quick whistle.
If I can see it, it's got to be loose.
But as they, as they say, if the ref can't see it, they often blow that whistle.
3:55 to go. 2-on-1 developing. This is Hutchins and Shredders. Hutchins, good back check by the Blue Wave. Good hustle. Erickson takes care of Shredders there. Puck ends up on the stick of McDermott, who gets it up to Moore. Moore gets it in deep. Massey goes for it, but Bates is there. Good play by Bates. Erickson comes in. Zolan chips it to himself. And the Cardinals come up. Shredders and Johnston. McDermott one of the captains, crosses the red line, comes in across the Greenwich line now, top of the circle, gets it back to the point to Moore, who throws it back to him, but Colombo is there. McDermott and Erickson. Colombo winds it up ahead to Matthews. Good pass to Shredders, but behind him, puck comes off the boards, but here comes Danielson. Danielson, top of the circle, goes to the center. Good defensive play there by, looked like Erickson broke that up. And here comes Sharp back the other way for the Blue Wave. Sharp comes to center. Matthews slows him down momentarily, and now Kovalev controls. Oh, he's dangerous, had the big overtime winner. Here comes Kovalev to the backhand. Centering pass. Good defensive play, I think, by Stein to break that up. And Fiorita comes back 3-on-2 now for the Blue Wave. Some up and down action here in the second period. 2:26 to go. 1-1 quarter semifinals FCIAC. This is Matthews, played back by Stein. Puck at the center, taken back by Kovalev. Chips it to himself, tries to get in deep, but a good defensive play slows him down, and Lancaster will bank it up ahead to Garabet.
I think Kovalev was looking for a little call there, but I figure in this game you better do something pretty egregious to get a call.
Yeah, I think you're right there.
Fiorita sneaks out, whips one on. Good save, Zolan. Spengler backhands it back in deep. Centering pass, shot, Dyer! Zolan got a piece of that one, and Dyer almost had his second of the night. Milazzo tries to get it out, can't. Dyer sneaky. One times it on the whip around, but goes wide. Breakaway developing now for Milazzo. Here he comes. Milazzo back in. Huge save by Schofield. Gets the pad out and stops Milazzo on the breakaway.
Oh, great heads-up play there by Milazzo. Snuck one there. Fourth liner. Unbelievable play. Great breakaway speed. I think he tried to stuff him 5-hole.
Fantastic
save. Schofield really shut the door on that. Really incredible save. Maybe the save of the day so far.
A nice move by Sam Milazzo. A lot of poise for a guy that doesn't get a ton of ice.
Yep.
Came down with a lot of poise. He's got a great shot and made a nice move.
Yeah.
But Schofield just got a pad on it. Actually similar to the goal that was scored, actually.
Yeah.
But this time Schofield got a pad on it.
And that goes to show you right there, again, you know, Rourke's been doing this all season. He will roll all 4 lines. And we're deep into the second period, and he's not going away from that strategy. He really trusts his boys.
Erickson over skates. Cardinals control now, but Massey is there. Big, confident defenseman. Throws it too far for Moore, and that should go as an icing with 57 seconds to go. Second period, 1-1. We got ourselves a good old-fashioned barn burner here, boys.
I tell you what.
This period's flown by. There's been, not been a lot of whistles since about the 12-minute mark.
Nope.
I don't know about you fellas, but I'm looking everywhere, and I don't see any marbles because we're playing for all of them.
That's right, baby. There's a big old sack out there. Sack of marbles.
I guess if we're playing for all the marbles, I'd actually be seeing marbles. I'll work on that. This is Lewis. Gets it in deep.
You're playing for a share of the marbles, and then on Saturday, you're playing for all the marbles.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Garabet. Looks for Sharp, too far. And Lewis banks it up ahead. Ends up at center. Long shot by Johnston goes high. Colombo tries to clear, kept in by Garabet, who flicks it up ahead to Sharp. Lewis is there. Now Matthews starts back the other way. Good hit by Massey. Good hard, clean check.
Good play to get that deep.
20 seconds to go, second period. This is Kovalev. Spins around. Throws it deep to Danielson. Centering pass, nobody there. Now Bates takes a shot wide. Puck in front, 6 seconds. Garabet throws the body. Puck still behind. 2 seconds, 1. That should just about do it, and it does. And the second period comes to a close here at Dorothy Hamill as we wait for Charlotte Marr to turn on the light.
She's looking for the clapper. She doesn't have the
clapper. She doesn't know. We don't know if we're on. Charlotte, if we're on the air, just give me a nod. Are we on? Am I on television right now? Yes? She doesn't know.
She has no idea. Our monitor froze like 2 periods ago.
All right, well, we're going to pretend we're
just
on.
going to talk.
Yeah.
Charlotte's texting someone now.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's all right.
Hopefully we're live right now. Are
If
we
nothing
live?
else will sound good, maybe
I
we
don't
should
know.
be live.
I think she's probably texting her friends and saying, "How did this guy get to do play-by-play?" That's what I can see where her fingers are moving, and she's like, "Why is this guy doing
Exactly.
play-by-play?
This also
Was there
might be-
no one else available except for this guy? What are they? Oh, we're
All
on
right,
TV.
we are good.
there we go.
Awesome.
right.
Charlotte was Johnny on the spot
Yeah,
with that,
right,
wasn't she?
All right,
That was
Charlotte. Now
fantastic.
here's. I'm not a broadcasting expert, Charlotte, but get ready. Here it is. This is my student. I'm going to test you now, Charlotte. Charlotte.
Stay with
Charlotte,
us. There you
Charlotte,
go.
nice.
There
Look
you
at
go.
this, Charlotte. Charlotte.
Work the dolly. Work the
Charlotte.
dolly.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
All right.
That's right. That's the, you don't. This is on the job experience.
No.
It's called working with a lunatic. That's what Charlotte's.
I thought give us a little more credit. It's more like a master class, don't you think?
Yes, it's a masterclass. That's exactly right. You can get this on at masterclass.com.
Yeah.
Exactly.
100%.
I'm in the don't category.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
don't do this. Everything
bunch
that
of
guy's
stuff.
doing,
Yeah.
don't do it.
There's
do,
one way to
do
go.
what they're doing. You're fine. All right, we've got a couple of big things coming up
We do.
here
We do.
in between periods 2 and 3. What order should we do? Let's do some on-air producing now. We've got Nick Pelletier Martinelli, a former star of the Greenwich team.
Yep.
And of course, we've got Andrew Boyer, who is a star of this booth with the Knowledge Bomb. I think we do Nick first.
I think so. I
right?
think so.
As much as I love Nick,
Yeah.
people are tuning in.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
I think Charlotte's not tuning in. There she is. There she is.
Thank you, Charlotte.
She's like, are you kidding me?
All right, let's take a break. We'll get Nick set.
Yep.
And then we'll take another quick break, and we'll bring Andrew Boyer in for the Knowledge Bomb. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
All
sounds
right,
good.
it's 1-1 here.
It's really up to Charlotte, though. Is that okay, Charlotte?
She's texting.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back here at Dorothy Hamill for period 3. We're between periods 2 and 3. It's 1-1. Blue Wave and the Greenwich Cardinals. A tremendous afternoon, tremendous
Celebrating
evening.
and
It's
supporting-
FCIAC hockey at its best, and I'm going to stop talking right now.
There we go.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best.
Back on television.
Uh-oh.
It's a possibility.
You just don't know.
Now it's not on.
You know what that device is called? Nope.
All right, we are back here between periods 2 and 3, and this is no stranger to Greenwich fans anywhere. This man right here, of course, is Nick Pelletier-Martinelli, a huge star for the Greenwich High School team, and was it the 40s? He played in the 40s, right? Yeah. He's 72 years old. He looks fantastic. Do you know Bucky Putnam? It's an inside joke.
Never mind.
Nick, you played in games like this.
Yeah.
Tell me what's going on in that locker room right now. What is everybody feeling in a game like this against Darien FCIAC semifinals?
I think, of course, there's a lot of pressure, but there's also a lot of adrenaline, so people are just, like, ready to go. Like, I've always hated in between periods because you're just ready to go. You just want to go right back out there. So.
And does the coach talk a lot during the period? Or
yeah,
he does.
He talks for probably like 5 minutes, and then he tells everyone like what they need to do better, if anything, and kind of like hypes them up a little bit, and then he leaves and lets the team like do what they need to do, pretty much.
And you're no stranger to the Darien-Greenwich rivalry. So, I mean, it could be New Canaan, whatever, but Darien, there's always a special, there's always a little bit more. I don't know if it's because the fans bring it, because there's just a storied, legacy between the two schools, because all sports seem to have that, but hockey in particular. Is that how you felt every time you jumped up against the Blue Wave?
Yeah, definitely. We had a lot of rivals, but Darien was definitely the biggest rival.
That's the one.
Yeah,
right.
that's the one.
Because it starts early. I remember the days back when you were playing with my son at the skating club, those Friday night games against Darien. It kind of builds and builds. And then as I was talking to some of the hockey moms earlier, you guys actually play with them in the off season, right? Sometimes on the midget team and so forth. So
definitely.
It's kind of like brother on brother, right? Tell us about you. Where are you in school now?
I'm at Boston College.
It's right there, Jonesy. What's wrong with you?
I know. I can't believe you had to point that out to me.
Are you playing any kind of club hockey? Any kind of?
Yeah, I'm doing club hockey.
Club hockey at BC is that, you know what they call that? That's called real hockey, my friend.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
How's it going?
It's we just lost in regionals, but it was a good season.
That's nice.
Yeah.
How are your parents?
They're doing great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Please tell them I said hello.
I will.
I love both of them.
Yeah.
I love your mom a little more. Your dad understands.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I love both of them. Nick, it's great seeing you. Congratulations. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And we're not even going to take a break. We're going to just switch this live and bring Andrew Boyer in because we're running out of time. We're going to do this a little messy transition, but it's okay. Andrew, we're going to put you right in the center here where you often don't go. I explained already to the crowd at home that you graciously stepped out tonight to let a Darien guy come in and do color, a man who knows every droplet of the Blue Wave.
It's also my lawyer's very aggressive, and at this time of year, the contracts get tough.
It's happened in the past. I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't want to step on any shows, any
I'm telling
toes.
you,
Thank
shouldn't
you.
have an option year every year.
Yeah, it's terrible. But let's get to it right away. I don't know if we have the graphic or we not have the graphic. Let's say we don't have the graphic, and let's go right to.
That's how I would
let's
go.
do our. I'll do my own graphic. Andrew Boyer's knowledge bomb.
Yeah, and this one has a. That's a pretty good graphic.
That's it.
So this one has a little extra knowledge in it. So I got asked by Jonesy, what makes a rivalry anyway, since these are obviously Darien and Greenwich such great rivals. And so we thought about it. Obviously, a rivalry a lot of times comes from just teams being at the top of their game and playing each other a lot in frequency. But also a rivalry trophy is a good indication of a rivalry. And so I looked into kind of rivalry trophies and where they came from. The very first rivalry trophy, not accounting the America's Cup because yachting that's not right.
That's not a real sport.
Right. So is the Ashes. Do you know what that sport is?
Yes.
No, it's cricket. So basically, the English went and played cricket in Australia in 1870, and the newspaper said, "Oh, this has been they lost. This is the death of English cricket. They should just send the corpse home and cremate it." So the Australians cremated a couple of cricket balls and put it in an urn, and that became the Ashes. So that actually set the trend for trophies, for rivalry trophies, which are usually kind of goofy. In this country, in Michigan, basically they left a jug at the Minnesota Stadium. That became the Little Brown Jug, and that was the first.
Right.
Right. That was the first rivalry trophy in the United States in 1905, and then you know, there's a whole bunch of other ones, you know, like Paul Bunyan's axe and the keg of nails and the musket. Minnesota actually has like 4. They love it. So they've got the Paul Bunyan's axe with Wisconsin. Yeah, they make up rivalry. They make up rivalry trophies.
Yeah, exactly.
So they got the Paul Bunyan's axe. They've got the pig with Iowa. It's like a big silver pig.
Yeah.
And then they finally were like, we want one for Nebraska. And so some of the students were like, how about $5 and a broken chair? And so they actually have a trophy, which is true, called $5 and a broken chair trophy, which is the rivalry trophy between Minnesota and Nebraska.
And have they actually fashioned some kind of trophy?
Yes,
out of
it is
these
actually
things?
$5 and a broken chair trophy. It really exists. You can look it up, people, on the internet.
I believe you.
But the thing about a rivalry trophy is actually you have to have, you know, the other team kind of has to like you, because UConn tried to have a rivalry trophy with University of Central Florida, and they're like, let's do it, and we'll call it the Civil Conflict Florida Con.
Yes.
And like, so they came and they're like, they won, UConn won, and they're like, yay, we're going to give ourselves a trophy. The next year, UCF came back, and like they played for it, and like UCF won, and they're like, we don't want the trophy. You're not all rival. We don't care about you. They left it under a blanket. And they're like, we're gone. But anyway, my favorite rivalry trophy, and I'm good for time, I think, is the one in Oregon, which is for the Civil War, and it's the Oregon State versus University of Oregon, and that's the Ducks versus the Beavers. And so, what is the name of the trophy? What do you get when you cross a duck and a beaver? You can think Australia.
A koala.
A platypus.
A platypus.
Duck-billed platypus. And so that's the trophy. And I was thinking, well, what would be the Darien Greenwich trophy? You know, just having a cup maybe is not enough.
Right.
So there's a bird that lays a blue cardinal.
Yes.
Called the Tresser's Jay.
Yes.
So I'm thinking we could that or the Budgie. Budgie has a better name, but those Budgie, right? Yeah, it's so easy. You're showbiz. It's like it's got to be the Budgie. So I'm calling it now the Winter Classic Cup.
Right.
From now on, I'm thinking of it as the Budgie.
I can tell you right now, I will not announce the Winter Classic unless they're playing for the Budgie.
All right.
You heard this here, Chris Rorak. Let me explain what just happened to you. This is the FCIAC semifinals. We all have to bring the A game. And this guy's A game, this guy's C game is like everyone else's A game, but he brought it
I won my professor coat.
He brought it all, yes. He's smart enough. He looks at it. Andrew Boyer, you are the greatest.
Yeah, good luck, guys. Good job.
Solid knowledge bomb. All right, we're going to make another messy transition. Thank you, Andrew Boyer. Tremendous as always. Winner take all. Winner goes on to play the winner of New Cane and Ridgefield for the finals. 1-1. It was Teddy Dyer for the Blue Wave from Conway and Lau. And then Hutchins from Shredders answered back for the Cardinals. And here we go. Headman pass for Bennett, for McDermott. Zolan, good play by Stein to keep it deep. Colombo is there now. Stein and
Erickson.
Zolan. I'm sorry, thank you. There you go. That's exactly what we talked about in the pregame. I would have called him that all night long. Thank you. The knowledge bomb got me all crazy. All right, Bates is back for it. Flicks it up ahead to Hutchins. Tries to clear, can't. Kept in by McDermott. Throws it wide, ends up with Shredders along the near boards. Banks it ahead to Hutchins. Plays it deep. Massey back for it. Still Hutchins. Now Massey. Plays it up ahead to McDermott. Now to Moore. Cross ice to Erickson. This one high. Gets it deep. Massey behind the net. Bates is there. Massey checks him off the puck. But Cataldo comes around with it, and Matthews chops it out. This is Lau to center, to Stein. Up to Conway for Dyer. Dyer in deep, shot goes wide, now back to center, and Lancaster controls for the Blue Wave.
Couple of big hits early there.
I think that one actually caught Zolan in the head there, that last shot.
Yes, I think you're right.
Danielson looks for Kovalev. Leon throws it in deep. Lau is there. Cataldo blocks that, and now Sharp, centering pass, and here comes Kovalev back the other way. Looking for Matthews, then back to Kovalev, and now Stein controls.
Good keep there by Cataldo.
Leon lugs it to center. Huge hit by Duffy. That's a big boy right there.
That's a good hit. Crowd wants to see it another way, but that was a solid hit.
I think Leon's going to the bench there. He's not feeling very good.
Yeah, he might have lost his breath on that one.
I hope that's all this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sharp up ahead to Garabet, in across the line, watched by Connerty. Throws one on, patted away by Zolan. Now the other Zolan, and now Cataldo. We've got a penalty upcoming. Let's see who this one's going to go against. It looks like it might be Wes Zolan. Did you see it?
No, it's Fiorita from Darien. This might be a 2 and 10.
Is that a check from behind? Is that what we saw?
Yeah, I think that's what he made the original call.
A little payback for the Duffy hit, perhaps?
All right, just going to cross-check.
So a big chance now for the Cardinals as they go on the power play. Matthew Fiorita will sit down for 2 on the cross-check.
Yeah, they're looking at Leon over on the bench over there for Darien. I see as well. Their trainer's sitting there with him right now.
That was a big, heavy hit by Sean Duffy, who's a big boy and came in with some speed. Zolan, Kovalev, and Danielson up front on the power play for the Cardinals. Colombo and Bates on the back line.
Great forecheck there. McDermott just flying in.
He's been forechecking hard all night, and Danielson lugs it in across the line. Johnson is there, loses his stick. Now Danielson still controls. Good check by Moore. Back to Danielson, brings out front, shot in front. This is Kovalev, can't find the handle. Good defensive play by Dyer and Massey as they collapse, and here comes Moore the other way. A little toe drag, great play by Bates to slow him down. Not an easy play to slow down. Head man for Zolan. This is a Greenwich power play. Zolan throws one high, winds it behind the net to Kovalev. Kovalev to Danielson. Pass is intercepted by Massey, who throws it on down. A minute to go in the power play. Greenwich not quite set up. Colombo to Bates, to Shredders. In across the line, watched by Stein. Fans on the shot, gets it back. Shot, glove save, puck pops up. Goes behind the net. Ooh. And whistle down.
Hard shot with the glove save, but I think after he hit his glove, he completely lost sight of it.
Yeah, he didn't know where that was for a second.
Yeah, it's good that it trickled away.
Same thing for Greenwich again here in this power play. A little early flurry and then no setup at all.
Yeah. Also, the forecheck from Darien has been just on point. They're really sending their speedy guys deep.
Cataldo shot knocked away. Sharp throws a long one on, and Zolan will have to hold on. So a face-off deep in Cardinal zone, 31 to go on the power play.
That's very effective there to get a face-off in the Cardinals' end for Darien on a power play. Very effective.
Conway and Matthews on the draw.
Got Lancaster taking Leon's spot here on the second D right now.
Lancaster rides Shredders off, but Hutchins ends up with it. Goes back to the point to Lewis. Shot in front. Shredders tried to get a stick on it, but could not. Stein tries to clear, but Cataldo keeps in. Shot, good defensive play by James Conway, and that one ends up in the netting, and we'll have a break in the action. 9 seconds to go in the power play. 1-1, third period.
I think Darien had some really good momentum before that play there, and it's really, have to see if they can get any of it back after this, what's left in this kill, 9 seconds. Have to see what, how they do after that.
Yeah.
Hutchins, Danielson and Moore on the draw. Puck loose now. Zolan controls, and Moore backhands it on down. That will do it for the penalty. A good kill by Darien there. Not a lot of chances for the Cardinals. Sometimes a good penalty kill can really affect momentum. Here comes Erickson in. Backhands one wide. McDermott has it. Puck comes up in the air. Massey at the point. Good play by Kovalev to block that and pop up and take the puck. Throws it to Zolan, a little bit behind him, and now Colombo chips it ahead. Erickson. Massey along the far boards. Zolan, now Colombo. Throws it across, good look for Hutchins. Top of the circle, Johnston stands him up, and Moore takes back for Darien. Puck comes to center. Erickson now. Good play by Colombo to kick it aside. Fans wanted a call. Hitting is...
Yeah, it looked like they both had got their skates caught up. At least that's what the ref saw.
Puck comes to center. This is Dyer. Good move. He's got it. Through another guy. Backhand. Saves Zolan. Puck loose. Goes behind the net. Great move by Teddy Dyer as Cataldo starts back up the other way. Got through two Greenwich defenders there.
Yeah, Dyer made that move twice. Beautiful. Very smooth, very beautiful move.
It worked once. I'll try it again.
That was lovely. The double dangle.
Yeah.
The double dangle. Good play by Erickson to get the puck out, and Lewis controls. Throws it to John Cataldo. Play along the near boards. Lau is there. Now Sharp helps. Conway comes away with it at center, surrounded by White. Back check by Matthews. Shot broken up by Cataldo. Danielson looking for John Cataldo, but he went for a change, and Sharp will throw it back in for the Blue Wave. 8:10 to go. Next goal is a huge one. Stating the obvious, Jonesy, that's normally your job.
I know, exactly. What are you doing here? That's how I make my money.
Dangerous pass there. Sharp was there, almost picked it off, but did get in the way of it. Garabet throws one on, but Zolan is there. Crowd chanting something. Lancaster at the point. Puck comes to center. Matthews chipped it to himself. Matthews taken down by Lancaster. No call. Kovalev controls. Takes it in front. Shot saved by Schofield. And puck comes back out to center. Kovalev kind of just walked in front of the net there. It was a little bit odd. This is Erickson. Plays behind the net to Moore. Bates whacks it back out, but Erickson is there. Erickson still controls it. Matthews backhands it to Kovalev. Looked ahead by Johnston, and McDermott has it. Good check by Zolan, and now Moore takes it in across the line, takes it to center. Still Moore. Throws one wide. Erickson has it. Back to the point to Stein. Good puck movement here. Shot! McDermott got a stick on it, and it's 2-1 Darien. Some good puck movement by the Blue Wave, keeping the puck in. Came back to the point. Stein threw a soft one on. McDermott got the tip, and it's 2-1 with 6:44 to go.
Wow, just like that. Tremendous play, tremendous play. Pucks to the net, right? Got a stick on it. And unfortunately, the replay's not coming up as fast as I'd love to.
Now, they did a good job of keeping it in down the left-hand side, got out to Stein, and as Rob said, it was a beautiful little feed in front, and McDermott just redirected it.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get that one up in the booth. Hopefully you got it at home, because it was quite a play.
I think Erickson got the secondary. It sounded like up by the announcer.
Yeah, I didn't hear who had the assist.
Hutch in front, backhander, save, puck loose. Greenwich trying to answer right away. 6 minutes to go.
No surprise there to hear McDermott's name called with Erickson in the mix.
Colombo shot through a screen. Good save, Schofield. Shredders throws the body, comes away with it. Now Fiorita banks it past Shredders, gets out. Lewis goes east-west to Colombo. Back to Lewis. Up ahead to Shredders, sidesteps Garabet momentarily. Puck goes in deep, and that might go for an icing, and it will. 5:43 to go. Crowd is on its feet. especially the ones to our left. That's the Blue Wave.
That was a nice response by Greenwich. Almost had one there. It was a nice save by Schofield. Got the left pad on it, kicked it out.
Well, they were down 2-0 in the game, in the FCIAC game at the Darien Ice House, and came back.
That's right.
And tied it with about, I think it was about 10 minutes to go in the third period before winning at no T. I'm sure they'd like to do that again, but Darien will be trying to shut them down. Good hockey game for both teams so far. This is Bates. Good forecheck by Moore to slow him down. Goes to Cataldo. Nice pass to Kovalev. To Danielson. Off his stick. Goes to Stein, who backhands it up to Erickson. Takes it across the line. Into the Greenwich zone. Stood up by Bates. Erickson still fights for it. Cataldo banks it up to Matthews. Moore throws the body, and Lancaster regroups for the Blue Wave. Danielson on the forecheck. Wound around to Johnston. Flips up to McDermott. He's got the big one so far, and Bates lugs it ahead now. Bates with a head of steam, being held up by Dyer. Puck to the point. Zolan throws it back in. Huge hit here, gets the fans going. Ref's letting them play. Shot on net, and a alert stick save by Zolan. It goes up to the netting. 4:36. The Darien crowd is
all fired up on that hit up there.
Yeah, the Greenwich crowd needs to get it going here. They got to get behind their boys. Darien's doing a great job, up 2-1.
Connerty and Colombo on the back line. Zolan, Hutchinson, Shredders up front. A lot of guys that can score goals on the ice here on both sides of the ice. This is Hutchins. Played off by Lau. Round around, Massey and Shredders battle for it. Johnson comes in, now Shredders. Shredders controls, good play by Jake. Centering pass, nobody there to Connerty at the point. Throws one on, great block by Conway, and puck ends up back into center. That's 4 minutes to go. Hutchins plays it in deep to himself. Johnson is there. Takes it behind the net and starts up with a head of steam for the Blue Wave. He's to the red line, in across the Greenwich line. Pass Colombo, in deep. Good play by Colombo to keep him deep. Centering pass, but Zolan breaks it up. Kept it at the point, broken up. Shot by Johnston. Trickles through, and here comes Hutchins back the other way. Shredders, surrounded by blue. Garabet is there. Colombo throws the body. No icing. Time becoming a factor. 3:30 to go. Stein back for it. To Fiorita. Colombo banks it back to center, and Stein will throw it on back in. But broken up. Matthews. Good play by Stein there to control for the Blue Wave. And here comes Erickson, watched by Cataldo. Nice defensive play there by Cataldo, but Moore regroups and throws it back in deep. Under 3 to go, Dorothy Hamill.
Darien's definitely going to want to try to just keep on doing what they're doing.
Erickson, shot by McDermott, but Zolan is there, and Cataldo will start up the other way. This is Kovalev now. Cataldo throws up to Danielson, watched by Massey. Gets through, that's going to be a penalty, and a big chance now. Not a terrible penalty, as they say. I think Danielson got a step on him on a nice move, and if Massey doesn't take him down, I think he's coming in alone.
He almost had to do it. He had to take that penalty. That's the right play.
It's just always tough this late in the game in a one-goal game, but I'm going to agree with you, boys.
Not a big question to you. Do you pull Zolan?
Well, it's not about if you do it, it's when you do it.
Well,
right?
6 on 4 here, though, is what I'm saying. You got to maybe you can pull him at some point during this power play, right?
Yeah. That's definitely in this power play, probably at a minute 30, I would think. Halfway through, perhaps, but maybe a little sooner. I mean,
I think he's trying to get their attention now. He's been whacking the ice. He's stick on the ice.
He needs to know. He needs to know what's going on.
Massey, 2 minutes tripping.
Yep.
There's the timeout.
We got a timeout, I think, called by Greenwich.
Yeah, they got to work on how they're going to set it up and if and when they're going to call Zolan.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better hockey game than this one between these two powerhouse teams. For those just joining us, both finished at 10-1 in the FCIAC, along with New Canaan. It was a coin flip. Darien lost the coin flip. Had to play their way in, beat Fairfield 4-2. New Canaan and Ridgefield are playing now at the Darien Ice House. We'll try to get a score from for you there if we can get one. Jonesy's
diligently working the phones.
He's working the phones.
Working the phones.
Normally we're raising money when we're working
Trying
the
to get my guy in New Canaan. I got a guy.
We're going to go to Live Barn for a second on the side here.
Yeah, exactly. See,
well, it's interesting that the three teams were tied, and the reason that you couldn't break the tie was that New Canaan beat Greenwich beat Darien,
yeah.
and Darien didn't only beat New Canaan, but clobbered New Canaan.
They sure did.
So, you know, it's hard.
I think Darien will go for the 4 goals against next year in that scenario rather than a coin flip.
Well, and I think the reason they didn't do it, and talking to some people, you know, in my inner circle,
yes,
is that they don't want teams starting to run scores up during the regular season. You know what I mean? They don't, and there's kind of a gentleman's rule, 8 goals.
Here we go, 2 minutes, 34 seconds to go. Backhand, Danielson just goes wide. Had a chance there. Now Danielson controls. Greenwich set up in the power play to Colombo. Shot, great block by Moore. Puck goes into the corner. This is Zolan. Throws it in deep. Stein has it for a moment, but Zolan stays on it. Now Danielson gets it back to the point to Bates. Cross ice to Colombo. Colombo goes deep to Kovalev. Watched by Johnston. 2:09 to go, man advantage Greenwich, down by a goal, puck in front, and Moore should be able to clear, and does. 1:25 on the power play, 2 minutes in the game. Colombo starts up. Kovalev loses it, and Fiorita has it. He'll slow it down and throw it in across the corner to take some more time off that clock. Bates, good forecheck by Sharp to take more time away. And finally, Bates banks it ahead to Zolan. Finally gets it into Kovalev. Gets by Lancaster, throws it deep, but Johnston is there with a chance to clear, winds it out. Kept in at the point by Bates. Bates throws it deep to Zolan. 1:22 left in the game.
He's trying to get out Zolan. He's trying to go towards the hash marks.
Yep, we're about minute 20.
We have a whistle as Wes Zolan lost the helmet.
Where's the ref calling that face-off? Is it inside the zone still?
I thought he pointed outside the zone, but we'll see.
I thought he did.
Looks like they're moving it outside the zone. That's a big break for Darien. And as you're saying, Charlie Zolan, the Cardinals goalie, looking for the bench, decide if and when he's going to be pulled. 1:16 to go in the game, 39 on the power play. Puck goes back to Stein. Tries to clear, kept in by Cataldo, but McDermott finishes the job. There's that forecheck by McDermott, gets it back in deep. 27 on the power play, 1 minute in the game. Cataldo behind the net, comes out with it. Hutchins, McDermott goes back to Hutchins, throws it into Duffy, centering pass in front. Whistles by, Shredders has it now. This is Lewis, throws it on through a screen. Hutchins, watched by Moore. Cleared all the way down, and penalty is over. 35 to go in the game. Lewis throws it up ahead, and Lancaster is there. 25 to go, Greenwich gotta hurry. Throws it on deep, this is Lancaster with Duffy in pursuit. There goes Zolan to the bench, goalie is now pulled. This is Stein, throws it all the way down, but a high stick by Zolan.
You really got to hand it to Darien right there. They were not allowing Greenwich to get their goalie out of the net there. Pretty impressive right there.
Well, it's a tall order now, 10.4 on the clock, and the faceoff will come all the way back down to the Cardinal zone. Zolan goes back into the goal. Darien goes with their first line of Moore, McDermott, and Erickson. McDermott trying to calm the boys down, saying this one's not over yet. This is going to go for an icing with 8.9 on the clock. And this is going to take a miracle for the Cardinals to tie this one up. Terrific game played by both teams, but the Blue Waves really shut it down after that goal.
Yeah, they sure did. I mean, just tight play on both sides of the ice. Good back checking, tremendous forecheck. I have to really give them credit for that incredible job.
Moore wins the draw. Thrown back in, 5 seconds. And it looks like Darien is going to prevail here. And they do as the buzzer sounds. The Blue Wave has crashed on the Cardinal shore. I wish I had rehearsed that prior.
Yeah, we have.
I really should have come up with something better than that, but I didn't.
We do have an update from the New Canaan game. They're currently up. New Canaan's up 2-1, going into the second period. So they're a little bit behind us here by half an hour. So we'll still wait and see. Nothing's settled over there yet. Close game.
All right, so it's going to be Darien. The Darien Blue Wave will play against the New Canaan Rams or the Ridgefield Tigers.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
They're still in it. Gentlemen, this was a fantastic game. We'll review the scoring real quick. 2-1 Darien as the handshakes go on. It started with Teddy Dyer. Why do I want to call him Sam?
I don't know.
It started with Teddy Dyer for the Blue Wave, and then Jack Hutchins answered back for the Cardinals, and then Bennett McDermott had the game winner, and that was the deciding factor. Now, Jonesy, I don't want to say anything, but we talk a lot about the Jonesy bump. There's a thing statistically when Jonesy talks to people in between periods, they score goals.
It happens all the time.
Who did I talk to between periods? Allison McDermott, Bennett's mom.
Well, we'll count that.
There you go.
So you get the bump. I get the bump with the moms. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Andrew, tremendous
job.
job.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed it.
Jonesy, as always.
As always.
And thanks to everyone at the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Greenwich Athletic Foundation. Charlotte Marr, the best in the business. And let me just give one last quick shout out to the other guys. You know what? I think you know who you are.
There we go.
No, I'm going to give one last shout out to who you are. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give the shout out, and let's see if Charlotte can keep me on camera while I'm doing the shout out. Here we go. So it's Braden Shank.
I thought she was
Charlotte.
refusing. She was refusing.
Jack Cunningham, Colin Adams, Owen Sheech, Charlotte Marr, that's my favorite right there, and Ben Wychulis. Tremendous students. And one more, Damian Andrew. Just a quick word about this guy.
What a great guy.
He's a broadcast big shot. This guy's got Emmys. He's got TV experience. He doesn't need to do. He doesn't need us. He doesn't need to do this.
No,
and what does he do? He comes here and he watches how well he teaches these kids. Charlotte. Okay. All right. That'll do it here for all of
Charlotte's
us.
got hazard pay today.
Yes,
I think that's extra credit for Charlotte.
On Monday, it's going to be, how come Charlotte's not in the broadcast club anymore?
This became an AP class instantly.
Yeah, she's done. She's out. I am Rob Burnett, the voice of Connecticut high school hockey.
Wow.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
On behalf of Andrew Bresnahan and Chris Jonesy Jones, congratulations, Darien. You are the winners. Good luck in the finals.
Yeah.
And maybe we will see you again. Good night, everybody.